Hey everybody, this is Mohammed from Disrupt CRM. In this video, I'm gonna pick up from where I left off. On the last video, I explained the thing that you need in order to optimize your funnel, in order for you to break even with your funnel. If you did not watch that video, I highly recommend that you go to the description section and watch that video first. These are the exact thing that I would do with a client of mine if they had a Tripwire funnel and they are not breaking even or making any profit on the front end. The purpose of Tripwire funnel is basically to get a customer on $0 so that you can sell them other product and services. There are three stages for the profitability. Number one, you need to have an optimized funnel. Number two, you need to have a sales process. Number three, you need to have a super system where you are taking that customer through your value ladder from one product to another. Okay. So if your funnel is not working right now, then you need to focus on analyzing your funnel by adding this element within your funnel. And you need to go through the stages. I'm showing you lots of stuff. You don't have to work on all of them at the same time. You can dissect your funnel and you can see where you are not converting. For example, if you are not converting somebody on your initial offering where you are selling a free plus shipping book, then you need to worry about optimizing that, which I showed you on my last video. If you are converting people on a great rate on the front end and you're not converting anybody on your OTOs, then you need to analyze your OTOs and then you need to optimize them. And on the last video, I showed you the element that you need to include in your OTOs to convert more of those initial purchaser to take on you on your OTO 1. On this video, I'm going to talk about OTO 2, downsell to OTO 3. Okay, in the last video, I mentioned that if you have a digital product, then you need to have at least two OTOs, including a order bump, in order for you to have a greater chance of bringing a profitability when you are running cold traffic to the funnel. If you have a physical product, you can have up to 3 OTOs after the initial sell. So that's the difference. But the way you're going to sell is similar. In physical product, most of the people do not create videos to sell their product, even on the OTO page. The only main difference is for the digital product, every single stage of selling your digital product, it's better to have a video. But for physical product, it's not really mandatory. So if you already have a optimized initial offering, you have a two-step sales from, you have a order bump, if you have some bonuses that will take your visitors over the hump and show them exactly what you're providing, and you have a good OTO, now you can work on your downsell. Initially, when you launch your funnel, you don't have to do every single one of this, but as you go, as you see the people coming into your funnel, you can start out optimizing them. Downsell works really well if your OTO is a little expensive. I saw two types of downsell that works really well. Number one is if your OTO for the digital product, let's say, is $197. You can take them from the upsell to the downsell and you can provide them a discounted offering for the same OTO one. Let's say in OTO one, you are selling do it faster model. Like I'm going to take my example that I used on my last video. You are selling a free plus shipping book for your consulting business. On the OTO one, you are doing an OTO that will help them to do things faster. Let's say you are selling them a recorded coaching session with your existing customer and you're selling that for $197. On downsell, what you can do is you can break that payment down into 4 different payments of $50 each so that it will be easier for them to take it. Or what you can do is if you're selling that for $197, you can sell it for a discounted price of one time $150. I saw my client doing it as a downsell on a separate page, or when they click the no button, they show a pop-up which says, wait, here is a downsell, here's a better offer if you want to take on this deal right now from this page. So you can do that. But having downsell initially is not important. You can test that out in the future after you start running traffic on your funnel. If your OTO is working great already, there is no point of having a downsell Because if you're making money, if you have 20% of your initial customer who bought your free plus shipping offer buying your OTO1, there's no point of adding a downsell unless you are not breaking even, right? It's going to be a destruction. Then, if you have a downsell, you can go to the OTO2 for your digital product or your physical product. OTO2 could be a little bit more expensive than the OTO1. I always prefer my client to have an OTO between $49 to $97 for the OTO1, and for the OTO2, you can have something between $97 to $197, which gives you a better chance of converting that customer to take on the second OTO. If you're selling something between $300 to $500, chances are your conversion going to be very low. If you're selling something physical, you should shoot for something between $30 to $40 on the OTO1, and OTO2 should be something between like maybe 30 to $50 or $60, because physical product, you don't want to sell too much of it. You want to sell something which could be reordered over and over. So that way you are in a business of reordering, not selling a one-time item. So you should think of that when you are creating a funnel for the physical product. Yeah. And you can add a downsell the same way. And the script is basically the same. If you are creating a video for your digital product, you should use the same framework. Don't tell them that their order has been completed. Tell them that, hey, wait, I have one more thing for you that will complement your initial purchase. Follow the same framework. Talk about one thing, future pace it, put a guarantee on how they can get it, what kind of bonuses. If you have bonuses, that's great. Call the CTA twice, like, hey, go down, click the green button, blue button, add it to your existing order. And then if you have testimonial, showing them that, hey, by using this OTO2, John got this result. If you have those testimonial, those work great for OTO. This is one thing that a lot of people doesn't include on their OTO. If you don't have testimonial initially, chances are you're not gonna get that many conversion. But if you have some customer who already bought your product, you can literally call them like, hey, John, I see that you bought the product. How did this OTO2 help you? Hey, man, it worked great. I was able to bring in $5,000 on my business by using your course from the OTO2. Great. Can you just shoot a testimonial for me? And you can actually include that within the video where you introduce the product for the OTO2 or OTO1, or you can have that as a testimonial right below. And you can follow the same structure for the downsell too. If somebody doesn't take you on your OTO2, what you can do is that you can give them a payment plan option, or you can give them a cheaper rate. Like if you're selling something for like, let's say $107 for OTO2, you can give them an option for getting it for $150 or $127. You can provide them with those options if they don't take it. But initially, if you're converting great on OTO2, I would not worry about it. Don't worry about doing everything together. Run some traffic every single week. You can take advices from one of these things that I'm showing you, and then you can implement that on your funnel. And you can A/B test it to see if adding a downsell bringing you more sell or not. And the OTO3 is basically the same. As I mentioned, OTO3 is only good when you are selling something physical, not when you're selling something digital. If you are having too many OTOs on your sales funnel, you're going to freak the customer out, and chances are you're just going to screw up your relationship and people are not going to trust you anymore. So follow that strategy. In the next video, I'm going to start talking about sales processes. I'm going to show you some example of sales processes that will help you to generate more sales for your business. And I'm going to show you some tools that you can get in order to increase the sales by using my sales process that I would build for a customer if they work with me and they have a Tripwire funnel. I already have customers who have Tripwire funnels, and I help them to optimize it. And I'm going to take this component from those customers, and I'm going to show that to you, how you can implement that on your own business. So if you still have some question, leave them on the comment below. I'd love to answer them, and they would give me ideas for my future videos as well.